Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Are you all awake? Yes? Okay. Are you all ready to hear a story? A little bit about my story? So I'm here to tell you today about Planes, Trains, and Canes, a project that's near and dear to my heart. Next, please. So you should see a slide that's talking about me. Do you all see a slide that says about me? Oh, one thing. You all see my cane, right? Yeah? Okay, unless you're blind yourself. I don't think there's anybody else in the audience who's blind. If so, I'm holding a cane and I'm blind myself. So one thing I ask of all of my audience whenever I present. Are you ready? If I ask a question, I want an auditory response. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so you all see a slide. You wanna hear a little bit about me? Okay. So, my name is Dr. Mona Minkara. You can call me Mona. I've been blind since I was 7 years old. I am a very curious person. Curiosity is my passion. I am curious about what is in this world. I'm curious about how things work around us. So I became a scientist. Okay, so I'm also a scientist. I'm a professor at Northeastern. Do you all know Northeastern? Northeastern University in Boston. Can we give a shout out to Northeastern? Yeah. But most importantly, a shout out to Zafigo for bringing me here. Like, I never thought I'd end up in Malaysia, so I'm so grateful to be here. So I'm a storyteller. I hope to be a storyteller, so we'll see. I'm curious, and I really believe that in order for us to progress as people, as humanity, we have to take in knowledge and learn how to share it. Does that make sense? We have to know how to share our information. And a lot of the times, that comes in a form of a good story. Nothing like a good story, right? So on the screen, I think you'll see there's an image of me being a scientist using my Braille note taker. I think there's an image of me traveling, right? And then there's a flyer about a documentary. I'll tell you a little bit about that. Okay, now let's dive in because I'm going to show you the trailer for Planes, Trains, and Canes. What are we all about? Can you go next, please? Thank you. I'm catching a flight to Lima. No, I'm not trying to do it on my own. I think I have a little bit of time.
This is Mona Minkara, a blind traveler.
In my day job, I'm a professor of bioengineering, so I'm a scientist.
Something in zero gravity.
And I've been blind since I was a kid. And I think a lot of times people think blind people should be protected, safe at home, and it's really important for blind people to have freedom, doing what they want to do just like anybody else. So, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Makes sense in a way, but she wants to work.
Is it though?
Mona on train samples the cues.
I don't know what my next step is going to be, so I just walk and listen for cues.
Listen.
So it's kind of exciting and exhilarating.
She walks into a restricted area
Yes. We should.
in Sweden.
Going off out in the sun. It's dark. It's nighttime. It's past 1 a.m. I don't even know.
Mona pulls on the doors.
I went to a government building. I tapped the door. I triggered the alarm for guys with big guns came apparently. Is this the heart of the club?
No, it's called this is the house.
AKA Tessin Palace, residence of the governor of Stockholm County.
This is too much. Too much. We're not too much at this point. And I got a blister. So what is the cost of independence?
Mona's blistered hand.
A blister. I'll take it any day.
A town in the Andes Mountains.
So it seems like everybody knows around here that blind people live
A
here.
blind man points to his
I
eyes.
came here to talk to them because they're blind people, right? They're like me.
Making new
And
friends.
if you operate that there's value in everyone having access, then the society you build is one that's going to progress.
Following tour guide.
Again, like I said, it doesn't mean that I don't want to help someone. No, I think this is going to help people. It's on point. But it's just the fact that society just operates on the default
In airport bus.
that I can't do it. No, I'll be trapped.
Mona looks ahead.
So let's see.
She surprised at a long valley. Who's looking?
It's buffering, it's buffering. They're fixing it, okay.
She survived that long valley crucially.
Test. It's suspense, like a trailer. Yeah.
So you'll get to see in a second, I think, all the different places that I've been. So you all got a little bit of a taste. I don't know, are they working on it? Okay. Is it just buffering online? Is that what's happening? Okay. So I'm gonna, in the meantime, do you all want to hear a little bit of how Planes, Trains, and Canes came about? Okay. So it started, ever since I was a kid. I'm not going to go into all the details, but ever since I was diagnosed with macular degeneration condylar dystrophy since the age of 7, all I heard is you can't, right? Whether that was towards my passion for science or going out into the world. And so I've always had this really deep desire and curiosity to be able to go and experience what's out there in the world. So when I was around, this was a few years ago, I was applying to be a faculty, in the United States. And applying to be faculty in the US, and especially in science faculty, is really, really hard. I don't know if you all know that. It was so hard. You have to have your own research idea, and you have to show that you can teach. It was a lot of stress. But I heard about this award called the Holman Prize. By the way, any blind individual over the age of 18 from anywhere in the world, including Malaysia, if they have an ambitious idea, they can apply for this Holman Prize and they will get $25,000. Okay, let me finish the story. You want to let me finish the story first? What do y'all think? So, $25,000, okay? I'm stressed out. I'm applying to be a faculty. I'm like, what's gonna happen? Let me apply to this award. Maybe I'll get to travel. And I was like, wait, it's not good enough that I just travel, right? I have to have some kind of unique premise, or I won't win the award. And I sat there and thought, and at first I was like, you know what? I think I should document how it's like to travel on my own as a blind person. And then I was like, wait, let me add one more twist here. What's something that's really allowed me freedom growing up? And that's public transportation. How many people here use public transport? If so, say aye. Right? It's a powerful tool. I really love public transportation. So I ended up actually winning the Holman Prize and filming season 1 of Planes, Trains, and Canes, where I went to 5 different cities and used the public transportation and navigated on my own. I did have a camerawoman, Natalie Guzzi. She wanted to be here today. She followed me from afar. I didn't know where she was. The rule was, I go out and we'll see what happens. Okay, let's finish and this is, what you're watching right now is the trailer for season 2, because we kind of upped the game a little bit. You wanna continue it now? Did it work? Okay. Is it going? Yeah. Okay, should I continue with the story? Okay. We're having some technical difficulties, but hopefully this will work out. So, season 2, thank you. So season 2, what's happening is after I explored public transportation, I really wanted to kind of open up my heart a little bit. And I wanted to explore the question, what does it mean to travel as a blind person, right? As a blind female, what does that mean? Is it true what they're saying? That you can, when you travel, it's only to go and see the sights? Is it true? So anyways, so season 2 tries to delve into that question. Let's continue watching the trailer.
Dance, Norway, Machu Picchu, the Gibraltar Strait. Turkey's outskirts, Marrakesh, diving in the Philippines, the deserts of Agadir, trip. Planes, trains, and games with Dr. Minkara, blind traveler.
So today you'll get to hear a little bit of the snippets of what I've learned, hopefully to whet your curiosity just a little bit so that you go to the channel and watch all the videos. They're all available online on YouTube under Planes, Trains, and Canes. But before I delve into all the things I learned, I think it's really important that we talk about the journey Planes, Trains, and Canes has taken. Can we go to the next slide, please? So on this slide, you should see the team. Do you all see the team? Yes. The team is amazing. We're like a small and mighty team, right? So it started off first when I was in Minnesota, where I went to Natalie. Natalie is my friend. And I was like, Natalie, let's apply to this prize. Let's dream. I used to tell her, let's dream. Who knows what will happen? And she's like, okay, Mona, okay. We actually won it, right? So we went on these adventures and we filmed it, and then we realized, wow, okay, hold on. Editing is like a whole beast, okay? And then by like literally stroke of luck, my friend connected me to Benjamin Ted Jimenez, who's in the audience. His name is Beach. Beach, can you like wave so people can give you a shout out? Like all of this, not possible without Beach. Like his editing, his skill, fantastic. And then we grew by another person, right? And then as the days went on, and we finally, I then met Dr. Elizabeth Andrews, and she is my good friend. And we decided, wait, maybe we could do another season. And we pitched the idea to a nonprofit in Massachusetts called the Massachusetts Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired, MAVV. They loved it, and they funded the entire season 2, which was amazing. And the team grew. And so we are all we all band together and volunteering time to create this. I just wanted to take a minute and share that. And it's kind of amazing because we went from a very a smaller concept with a public transport, and then we grew it to really delving deep into what does it mean to travel as a blind traveler? What are the emotions? Is it true? What happens? And then we expanded it. We actually ended up getting an award for one of our videos. It's the scuba diving episode. It's fantastic. It was shown in GBH Studios in Boston. Does anybody know GBH Studios? It's like the big public TV station there. It's a big deal. It was amazing. It was shown on the big screen. People were in the audience. It was like in a room like a theater. It was like something, wow, okay? So, and it was chosen, and that was such a big pivotal moment for us. And then we decided that we're gonna create a full feature film that we have shared now in 2 different locations, but we hope to submit to film festivals and really try to get the message out. What is the message? What is the point of Planes, Trains, and Canes? In one way, yes, it's a story of somebody blind exploring the world. My story, right? But in a lot of ways, it's the story of pushing boundaries, trying to make everybody think, what is it about you? What are you pushing? What boundaries are you pushing? Accessing the unknown, accessing your unknown, okay? And on top of that, we want Planes, Trains, and Canes to be a show that people can sit and reflect about, is the world accessible to the people around us? Don't we all have a right to access the world? What does that really mean? And so we've been really lucky, actually. I got invited by the National Academies of, in the United States, the Transportation and Engineering Committee, and they literally sat me down. I did a presentation, and they were like, tell us about all these different infrastructures around the world. How was it for you as a blind person? How was it for you crossing the world? And it's impacting policy, which is phenomenal, right? So let's see what happens today. So today we're gonna focus on a few stories. First, we're gonna go to Machu Picchu, which is starting to first explore the question of what does it mean to travel blind? This is a site that's iconic visually. And let's see what happens when I go to Machu Picchu. Can you play the next video?
Warren and Juan ascend a small set of stairs.
Is it steps all the way up?
Yes.
Stairs?
Now we're gonna go up, all the way up, and then maybe.
Tell it it's just open, and then Juan Castillo, who's the awesome guide, describe to me what's in front of me. Like show me with my hands, so then which way is what? Okay.
Juan Castillo takes Mona's hand and points it in the direction of the mountains and Machu Picchu. He brings out his tour book and shows a photo of the mountain, describing how it looks like a face.
I just laughed and I pushed myself to go up the stairs. I asked him, hey, have you worked with other black people? He's like, no, I haven't worked. And he's worked with somebody in a wheelchair and he actually carried her up here, which is amazing.
What does it feel like to be at a historical place where you can't see it?
I mean, I'm excited, but like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I could see it. Now the cool thing is, first thing I want to know is if I can go touch it.
2 minutes ago.
Can I touch it? Can I touch it? Okay, I'll touch it. So, I'm gonna go do that. Because I still think that, even though I can't see it, which I wish I could, but it doesn't mean I don't get to experience it. And so, you know, there is something to seeing it, but I'm gonna go touch it. And then I'll let you know.
Mona smiles.
Next, please. So, if you to that episode, what happens is it's literally the rest. It's like I don't know, 10 more minutes of me touching, and the tour guide kind of like helping me do that. Like it was all with his help. It's kind of phenomenal. Like you know, it's amazing. A lot of times traveling as a blind individual, people want to help, and it's kind of phenomenal to connect with humanity on that level. So I go around, right? And you all saw that, you know, I climb all these steps. It's like a journey. I'm like tired, you know, I can't see, can't see the scene. The guy's trying to show me on the paper. I'm like, I still can't see it. Fine. Like, so I'm like, can I touch it? And I learned so much by being there and actually kind of going into the history of it. So I'm starting to kind of explore that question, but I'm still not deeply feeling it, right? Like I'm still like at the surface, like, okay, you know, I can't see it, fine. I can maybe touch the history, right? I can learn, and I learn a lot of amazing stories, and I like get really excited. I'm very easily excitable. I don't know if you all noticed that, but but the journey continues, right? And actually, if you watch season 2, what you'll see is the episode after that, we end up going to a village in the foothills of the Andes where 75% of the people are blind. The village is called Paran. Getting there was remarkably challenging. And when I get there, I'm like looking for my people. I don't know if you all saw that in the trailer, right? Yeah, I'm looking for my people because that's another fascinating, angle. We're all part of different tribes, right? And we're meant to know one another. But in one of the tribes I'm part of is being blind, right? So we all have different kind of identities and cross sections. I'm the kid of Lebanese immigrants, that's one tribe I'm a part of. I'm Lebanese. I'm Bostonian, I'm an academic. There's different facets, but being blind is one of them. So I'm like on this journey. I go and I start to feel things a little bit more until I hit Norway, and I actually go through a point of deep grief, okay? I actually go through a point of grief. The reality is, eyesight is a tool. And even though I've been blind since I was 7, and I don't really grieve the loss of my eyesight really on a daily, I don't. Like, it's just part of my life. But at that moment, I grieved the loss of my eyesight because I was in this visually beautiful place. And it made me think, is it only the loss? Or is there the gain? What is the gain? And I continue on my journey, and I actually end up in Portolano, Philippines. Next, please. And in Portolano, Philippines, I go and experience scuba diving. And something remarkable happens to me. So I'm going to show you only the trailer now. So I hope you can go and watch this episode. This is the one that won an award. But this was a pivotal turning point for me. This was the part where I went from the loss to the gain. So let's see the trailer. Or does it need... Time I tell someone I'm gonna go diving, what's their reaction? Why would you do that to yourself?
When I'm gonna be underwater, I'm gonna feel completely isolated.
I could hate it. I don't know. I might panic.
Training in the pool. All the dogs about to dive.
But I could love it too.
Turtle. Fish. Corals. She lies back on the surface of the ocean. She scans the training pool, then throws away her cane. Planes, trains, and canes. Access the unknown.
So if you actually go and watch the diving episode, you get to see a journey that I go on where I actually panic and I get a little bit scared. And something beautiful comes out of it. And after that moment, I learned something so deeply valuable. First of all, we're not just created with one sense. We have 5 senses, right? And sometimes you might be missing one of them, 2 of them. But the world is out there. The world is not the one that disconnects from us. It's us who disconnect from the world. And if we sit and think and realize that beauty is not only visual, right? That there's so many different forms of beauty and so many different forms of experiencing travel, that your life is going to be enriched and you're going to feel empowered and it's going to be an amazing experience. So I felt that so deeply that afterwards, actually, we went to Pamulaklakan Forest in the Philippines, where I went to the Aita tribe. And when I was there, I asked, is there anybody blind? Anybody from my tribe, right? And they led me to a blind woman. And see what happens next. Next, please. Yeah. Does it need a little bit of time to buffer? Okay, I'll continue to... Okay. Sorry, it's a lot of videos, I know. I hope you... Good.
One of the most meaningful parts of this journey was our trip to the Aita tribe in Pamulaklakan Forest. What was initially an ecotourism activity turned into something much deeper when Mona was invited to meet the only blind girl in the tribe. We first passed through a security checkpoint. We then entered a small and very welcoming village, moderately developed from their many years of ecotourism. At the Rosario, a night alone leads Mona past the bamboo fence.
Where is the lady?
They arrive at the blind woman's house and they set up the interview. An Aita woman sits on a bench on her porch.
Hello. What is your name? Nice to meet you, Nita. My name is Mona. How old are you? Oh, you're my age. I'm 35. How do you get around? Do you use a cane?
Hindi siya sa use the cane. She's just doing like this.
With her hands?
Yes.
Do you want to try my cane?
She said yes.
Yes, here. If you can stand, I can give this to you if you find it useful.
Who gives Angelita her cane.
Okay, so this is how you use it. Ready? Just like this. Like here. Just sweep back and forth. Go ahead.
Angelita uses Mona's cane to scan the step in front of her. She steps out of the porch and into her garden.
Do you like it? You like it? If I give it to you, will you use it? Okay, I'll give it to you. Can I have a hug?
Angelita gladly walks in for a hug.
In that minute, we witnessed so many things in my life. This cane that had served me so well, that had have given me so much access, so much freedom. I wanted to share it with her. Because that's something she wanted. I mean, I can really deeply relate to that.
So I've been blind since I was 7, and it's so important to me, my freedom. I hope maybe you can get some freedom too.
I mean, you know, me and her have a shared lived experience that only a person who is blind and gone through blindness can connect with. And that's just powerful, right? It connects our humanity together.
Tell me about how you feel like just being blind. How do you feel about it?
Ano ba nararamdaman mo bilang isang bulan? She said it's so hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. Tell me that.
She said, mahirap daw talaga ako. She really wants to see the light, the world, she should do it.
I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could take you with me. It's like, Dora, I understand.
Naiintindihan she wants to go to so many places that we managed it.
Well, start with your village and being able to navigate by yourself in your village. Start there.
She will cry.
Please, do it and remember me. Maybe, you never know, maybe one day you'll get to travel too and experience life. Because being blind doesn't mean your life should stop.
And it's hard for me, I can't even imagine for her. Like, it's hard for me with all of these tools and all of this technology that I have with my talking phone and my talking computers with people around. Like, it's hard for me. I can't imagine for her. After the wedding with his husband now, she got blind.
How does your husband feel?
Ano daw nararamdaman ng asawa mo? Her husband loves him more, loves her more.
Oh my God. That's beautiful. Ate Benita, it's a privilege to meet you. Who knows if I'll ever meet you again, but I will think of you whenever I'm traveling.
Una science regime is adaptability.
I hope you have joy and that you can realize that even though we're both blind, we can still find happiness. Hey, you have a husband, I know.
They hug and say goodbye. Amelita has a genuine smile on her face.
Take care, okay? Thank you. Take care, okay?
It still gets to me. It still gets to me, that scene. And then I left without a cane, and I didn't have a backup cane. I was just so moved. I was like, what? You don't have a cane? Here's my cane. And then we went on an adventure to get me another cane in Manila, Philippines. So that was something. But honestly, like, that interaction really impacted me because, I mean, she said the one thing that, like, just hit my heart. She wants to travel too, right? She wants to experience the world too. Isn't that kind of the point of Zafigo, to empower women to travel? And then on top of it, for me, I met this lady, and she couldn't even leave her home, you know? So anyways, that inspired me to then go back, obviously edit work with Beach, figure out how to tell the story. But then on top of that, now we want to go and we want to open a nonprofit to kind of continue the mission of Planes, Trains, and Canes, the mission of pushing people to access the unknown, to allow everybody to have the chance to access the world one day. And maybe just one day, not just document my experience, but maybe experiences like Angelita's, traveling out there in the world for the first time. And I think that would be like a phenomenal dream to like accomplish if that's possible one day. Another thing that I want to share is the fact that like in the beginning, this wasn't shown in the video, that when I went to the ITP people, they didn't know who they were kind of suspicious, right? We were new people. But when they saw that I was blind, did you all see how like me and Angelita connected? Did you all experience that? Yeah, because we both had that that common experience. So anyways, with that, I want to take a minute and say thank you to all of you for just being part of the journey today and listening. And if you were moved by any part of it, please, the QR code should be on the screen. Is it on the screen? Please scan the QR code, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and share it on your socials. Who knows where the avenues might open up. Please share as widely as you can. Watch the different episodes and visit our website, plainstrangecanes.org, if you want to join a listserv and get our newsletter. Thank you so much for being here today, for listening, and access your unknown. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mona Minkara.